high school, Trent, I can't remember the exact story, but for some reason this truck needed to be moved. Trent lost his keys or something, and I was helping to move the truck, and I just thought, well, I'm just going to try and see if my key to my truck will start his truck, and it did. So I have a key that I've saved for all these years in a can at home that will start this truck.
Jim's getting ready to make an important call.
A very important phone call.
He's super excited about it.
On my way home from the vernal drag strip yesterday, and noticed the gate was open on a yard where there's a truck that I've been wanting to buy for lots of years. I actually tried one time and they were wanting too much money. I couldn't afford it. I had a young family and couldn't get enough money gathered up to buy it then. It was just way out of my price range. And so last night on the way home, I saw the gate was open and pulled in there and visited with the guy, and we got talking, and told him I wanted the truck, and he says, well, call me back tomorrow and I'll let you know if you can buy it or not. So we're just getting ready to make a phone call and see what he says. So I just hit send, so we'll see how this goes, if I get the truck or not.
All right, we'll be quiet over here.
Well, hello there, sir.
Hey Steve, how are you today?
I'm so damn good you wouldn't even believe it.
Well, good. I'm glad.
I wish that's how it is, but you know, I like to lie too.
Well, yeah, we all gotta at least pretend.
Yeah, exactly. You want a truck?
I do want a truck.
Okay, I called him this morning and he says, oh no, I never heard back from that kid or nothing, and yeah, he wants it. And well, yeah. I said, well, it's dude I went to school with, and he went to school with Trent, and we all did, and he knows the truck and everything.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, well, God, that's cool.
I think that's really cool. I think it's kind of funny how you were the one in the shop last night when I pulled in, graduated from high school the same year, same school. Trent's the one that owned the truck. I'm the one ending up with the truck. It's pretty cool. So.
And like last night, I had plans on going home even a little earlier than I did.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I just washed my hands. I was going to go home there, and then when you pulled up, and so I'm glad I done whatever the hell I was doing and stayed here.
Well, we spent a couple hours visiting, looking at your truck, which was a treasure for me too. That's pretty cool. You showed me all that. So.
Yeah.
But.
So yeah, it's yours whenever.
Okay.
Like I say, don't think you need to come move it or be in a hurry after work or anything, or you know, like that. It can sit right here, and I promise it won't go anywhere.
Okay.
So as you saw on the phone call, he said yes for Jim to buy it. So here we are next day, coming to get the truck. It's right over there.
Just pulling in right now.
Let's check out Jim's find. Check out the shifter. There's a rose, I think, purple. Keys are still in it. I like your shifter.
You know what? Tran Giles made that in probably junior high school.
Really?
Yeah. And I have one just like it in a box at home. That was like one of the things that we had to do as a project in junior high school in our shop class. And that ended up in this truck. And there's some history right there.
That's cool. Junior high.
In junior high.
You made one too?
Yep.
That's awesome.
So that would have been like 1982 or 3.
Nice.
Something like that. Yeah, I'll have to dig mine out, but that was one thing I told Steve, is that's staying in here. That's got some history right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this sticker right here, that's a Q101. This is the radio station that we listened to when we were younger, so just a lot of history with this truck. Lots of history. So this truck, there was 2 of us that drove 66 Chev trucks to high school, and a buddy of mine drove this one, and it was a lot nicer than my truck. This one was black. I had a green and white one, both the same year, same truck, fleet side long bed, 2-wheel drive. Mine had a 283 motor. This had a 350. His always looked nicer, ran better, or whatever, but I always admired this truck. And then after we graduated from high school and kind of moved on, then I saw this truck sitting here just like a few years after we graduated. And then when I ran into that kid in Springville, Utah, a few years later, and I asked him about it, and he says, "Oh, I don't own it anymore." So what happened is he'd wrecked it, they towed it here, and it sat here for like 35 to 37 years. We're gonna figure that out with some paperwork, but I've wanted this truck for a long time. And 25 years ago, I stopped by and visited with old man Hamilton here, and he said he'd sell it to me, but I didn't have enough money to actually buy it. I had a young family, and the money that he wanted was just not going to happen at the time. And so I kind of kicked myself for all these years that I didn't buy it. And then just a few months ago, I got a wild hair. I'm like, I want to fix up an old C10, an old truck like mine. And so I've been watching this, and the gate was open the other day, and I stopped in, and it happened to be somebody that I knew from high school, and ended up buying it. So we're here to load it up and start playing with it.
Jim's so excited he didn't sleep, so we gotta get this thing out of here so he can have it in his yard and know that it's his.
Right. And start cleaning it up and see what I really got. So
After 20 or 30 years of waiting, it's yours.
yeah, 30. Well, I've known about this truck for probably 40 years. I've known of this truck because I've been graduated from high school for 39 years this month. So I graduated in 1986. It's 2025, and so he drove this probably when he was a junior in high school. So probably 41 years that I've known about this truck.
It's super cool. Huh, it's exciting. Got a wood bed, right? Factory wood bed. It's still there somewhat, so we'll see what it's like.
It's a lot better than my truck was back 40 years ago. Yeah. Let's look in the jockey box, in the glove box, and see if there's any paperwork, and see when the last time it was licensed.
Alright, let's look. I'll hop in. Or do you want to be the first one to sit in the driver's seat?
No, get in here.
First one in the driver's seat in how many years?
Alright, we're digging through
there's some
the jockey
paperwork right
box.
there.
I can't shut the door because I'll get shut in here, but there's no window.
Oh, this side has the whole panel and
It's got
everything.
everything there. But I think they probably saw one on the floor, maybe. Oh no, they're right here.
I just pushed the brake pedal.
Oh.
Sorry, have it.
You're good.
I'm doing things before I should do them. Oh, there's some handles, yeah. Keys are still in it.
That's awesome.
What is that thing? Natural gas, the mark of efficiency. So that's a natural gas key.
The kid that owned this worked for Questar Gas, I think.
Okay.
And so that's
why he's
probably
got a
some keys that he had.
Gas meter key. And
Yeah. Yep. It's got his name on there. Trent Giles is the buddy that I went to high school with, and this is his insurance stuff. Balance due September of '94.
Insured in 94.
Insured in 94.
Clutch still feels good. Got speakers under the dash, chrome ones. 5,000 pound rating on the tag.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else.
Check out the detail on the mirror. Things are flying away.
Let's see, what is this? 1966 Chevy Truck Owners Protection Plan.
Says please leave in the glove box. So they followed the instructions for this many years.
For all those years. Oh, there's some headlights. Alright, we gotta find.
The seat's not bad. Like, not terrible. Got some nice quilted stitching.
Pockets. Just like looking for any other paperwork. I'm not seeing.
I don't know what that is.
Registration. That's the handle off of the. Probably used to be on here.
Is that the old shifter?
Better tips.
You just put it in the chair for that many years?
Yeah. I was hoping to find something that showed like the last year that it was registered.
Is there still a plate on it?
We can go look at that.
Don't find anything cool without me. The plate says 95. So that matches the insurance, basically.
1995 was the last time it was.
Salt Lake County.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Because he was living up north.
He must have lived in Salt Lake in 95.
That's still 30 years that it's been sitting. I was thinking 35, but
30's still plenty.
that's a lot of years.
Must have wrecked it that year.
Yeah. Tailgate's in good shape.
Yeah.
We'll have to show you. I still have. My dad made a trailer out of the back end of the truck that I drove to high school, and I have it at my house.
Nice.
And so I'll show you how good a condition this truck is compared to what I was driving, because the tailgate is completely rusted out, and yeah, this is in good shape. This is kind of exciting.
Kind of exciting.
These are famous for doing that, rusting out like that.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go pop the hood.
Alright.
Let's see if
See if
this
that's
looks like the right grip. Looks like it might fit in there, huh?
It does. Should.
Any holes that line up to any of them?
Yeah, right there and there line up.
Huh.
Sweet.
Yeah, what's interesting is, I'll have to ask Steve, but I don't know if he found this in the back of the truck or if he got this up
Out of the
in the loft, because he said he had one in there, but anyway.
tires still have some air in them.
No, he said he didn't even touch them.
Yeah.
So they've been aired up for 30, I don't know, however long.
A long time. It's interesting, the roof design has that bump in the back. Just gives it a little cooler look.
To do is get a video of when we get this thing running and hook that green trailer behind this.
Yeah.
I drive them both at the same
You
time.
can pull your old high school truck with your old dream high school
Yeah,
truck.
exactly. Yeah, let's.
Look at that.
Well, yeah, this been cut. Fuel line has. Coming off the manual fuel pump. Yeah, so my truck had a 283 in it. And back in those years they made the 283 and the 327, and then I believe this is a 350 if I remember right. So we'll have to check some numbers when we get home.
Looks like it because it doesn't have the oil fill here. It has the valve cover, so it should be a 350. Somebody's changed intakes. Is that carb original?
Well, I don't even know what kind of carburetor that is.
I know.
That's different.
It's almost like a Holly with two two bowls.
Yeah, it's like a.
It's a 4-barrel something. But
Interesting.
It's interesting shape.
Yeah.
It looks just like a Holly, but the bowls are wrong. Maybe it's old Holly.
Maybe. I have no idea. I don't even know what that one is.
It's cool that it hasn't been torn apart and left open. It's all like it was.
Right. People, you can tell it probably ran when they were fixing it because.
Yeah, so they were just stealing body panels. You can see this one has writing on it either from their impound lot or from the junkyard when they got these panels. See, there's yellow writing.
Oh yeah. This
Yellow writing.
says STO 149.
Yeah, so they're like stock numbers
Oh,
from where they got the donor parts. Because it was wrecked up here, and that's why they're yellow and orange. And then factory black back there.
What's funny is looking at this from the highway all those years and driving by, I thought that they had put new parts or whatever on it or sanded them all down, because it looked like that yellow primer. For years when I was driving by, I always thought that this had yellow primer on it, like it all been all done nice. But after looking at it now, I don't think that was the case.
Yeah, it might have been.
Maybe it did.
Because that's Bondo and sanding.
Okay, and then maybe that is the primer that's just kind of rusted through, because that looks like primer paint, but I don't know.
They started.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Alright, let's see what's under this.
Wow, that's clean. It is a Holly. Look at that.
Oh, it says it right there.
Yep.
It says Holly.
Old school 4-barrel Holly. And it's a double squirter. So it's a double pumper. Cool.
Got a coil.
Yep.
It's got, this is the oil pressure, I think.
Yeah. There's a points distributor with that setup.
Points distributor. Yeah, it's got the little window where you can adjust the dwell or whatever.
Nice. Look how clean that carb is on the inside.
I know.
This thing's gonna run when Jim puts a little bit of effort into it, bar it over a few times. I better run.
I'd probably just let more dirt in there than it's had in 35 years.
Yeah.
30 years.
And that is a good lesson to leave your air filter on it. If you're gonna store some, at least don't leave open holes. Because look how good the inside looked versus the outside.
It's really good.
The outside looks cool because it's just, you can tell it's just sap.
Yeah.
Hasn't been messed with, it's just sap.
And obviously the mice have built some nests and stuff up in there. But the inside doesn't look that bad. It's not like clear full of mice stuff that I've seen yet. We'll see with this under the seat or something maybe, but
yeah. And the word is that a couple years ago they pulled the plugs and put oil in the cylinders just for fun, but never fired it.
Right.
You can tell the plug wires are off.
Oh yeah. Plugs in it?
I don't know. I don't think so. Nope.
Nope.
That could be a bad thing. We'll
That
find
might be a
out.
bad thing.
Somebody messed with it after all these years, but they were trying to do a good thing by putting oil in the cylinders.
So I think those exhaust manifolds are called like a ram's head or something, like a center dump.
Makes sense. They look like it. Factory GM.
It's gonna run. Even with all the dirt in the cylinders from the spark plug you get out.
It'll run.
I think so.
That carb looks so clean. It's awesome. It's in really good shape. Oh, here's the plugs.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
You found them?
Yeah. Plugs are sitting right there.
They're not on this side.
Okay. Where did they put them?
So there's 4 of the 8 plugs right there.
Right there.
Well, that'll tell us what kind of plugs.
Yeah, look at those.
AC Delco.
Old school AC Delcos.
See a number?
R45. R455.
453.
453.
Or 45S. What is that? 45S maybe.
Yeah.
S.
That's an S.
Tell me you put the spark plugs on.
No, they're already out.
Oh, was it?
There's 4 of them sitting right here. There's spark plugs
Look
already.
at those old school AC Delcos.
He pulled them out and squirted stuff in there and didn't put them back in.
Yeah. The carburetor is perfectly clean when he pulled the air cleaner off. So.
Yeah, it's a Holly 4-barrel.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell what it was.
Yeah, it's an old Holly.
Old Holly.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same shape on the outside. That's why we're like, what is that? But then you take it off, it says Holly.
I probably have plugs.
Original GM ones.
They weren't original.
Yeah.
How many miles on this truck?
Dash is 23.
What did it say?
23,000.
I bet that's original miles.
Maybe 123.
Probably 123,000.
It probably is because the grandpa or something probably built it. I don't know. How do you even get this truck?
I don't know. This is Dad's or something. I don't know. But I found Trent's name in the on the insurance paper in there, and then I also it was licensed in '95, so I was a little bit off on my years. But I know, but there's a sticker on the back license plate that it was in Salt Lake City County, and it was licensed in '95. So that's still 30 years.
It's insured through them too. WT or I?
Like 327, just the one.
Oh, F. WF. 206 WF. We'll see if his book or Google is right.
I can't believe we don't even have to put air on the tires.
Yeah, like they're a little low, but they're
low.
they're not flat on the bottom.
Back left one is like rotten, like it's a huge crack. But it's holding air.
Jeez. What's this truck remind you of?
Oh, just looking underneath the hood of this truck just reminds me of lots of time under the hood of that one that I drove to high school. Fixing oil leaks, changing belts, learning.
It's a good one to learn on. There's one belt.
Yeah.
The clutch feels good.
The clutch feels good, but the brakes are non-existent.
Yeah, figures.
Show you something kind of cool. Do you know what this thing is right here? See that little tab?
I don't.
So when you put it in reverse, that goes down and pushes a little button to turn your reverse lights on.
Oh, okay. So that was the little.
1963 or 1966. 283.
283?
Really? Same thing you had.
That's the same motor I had. I thought his ran a lot better than mine did.
Well, it's got an intake and a 4-barrel.
Wow, I thought it had something bigger.
Yep, that's what WF is.
Okay.
So that's the same motor that my truck had. But for all those years, I thought he had a 350.
It'd be a 327 if it was 68. Yeah.
If it was a 68, it'd be a
It
320.
could be a WF too, but WF in 66 is C10, C15, and them trucks. It's 283.
Huh.
Okay.
I didn't look up the other. It says air, A, I, and R, whatever them letters are for
the
that.
R was a 327, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looked that up too. So,
Yeah.
huh.
I was looking for a clutch.
That's why it ran better. Had a 4-barrel and
Had
an
a
intake.
4-barrel and an intake.
Did you ever race him or anything, or just seemed to run better?
Yeah, like we'd run together to go, because we had, so we'd go to high school our senior year. You were in on this too. We'd go half the day to the high school, and then we'd go to the college, over to the College of Eastern Utah, and we'd take, what did you take, auto mechanics?
Auto mechanics.
And I took welding, and I think Trent was in welding, but we'd ride together once in a while. But yeah, we'd
Race over
get done with lunch or whatever and race over there. But he was always beat me. Everybody had better cars than me.
I never raced you.
No, you'd have beat me though.
You'd have beat me though.
Well, that's interesting.
Should have had a Holly on it, Jim.
Yeah, back in those days, I didn't have nothing. I didn't know any of that kind of stuff, really.
Maybe
didn't
it's
have
hopped
it-
up to 83. Who knows?
It could be.
Well,
I'll be curious when we get home and I can get my head back there.
Yeah,
Look at the block numbers on the back and verify for sure.
Yeah.
So I'll get lined up to it. Let's get this thing loaded up.
Let's get her out of here. To its new home. I think forever. I think Jim's keeping this one forever. Almost his high school truck. Pretty much the same. I like it. He's excited. I like it. Look at that steering wheel. Details. The floors aren't even rotted that bad. I mean, not enough to see through yet. All the glass is good. That's a miracle in its itself. Good shots were good. Hinges aren't even dragging. Your in solenoid is not helping.
Oh, there it goes.
Fonzie.
Yeah, that's right.
You just gotta hit it.
Fonzie is.
I put the camera down for that. You just gotta hit it.
Fonzie is?
Well, like from the show? From the show?
Yeah.
What was he on? Grease?
Happy Days.
Happy Days. Happy Days. What did Fonzie? Why did he call me
Because
Fonzie?
if he hit something like the jukebox, it would work. If anything was broke, he'd hit it and it'd work.
All right, I like it.
Okay, let me see if this works.
Should. There you go.
Cool. All right, you want to steer? Yeah, you video and I'll steer. How's that?
Yeah, you can do it all from in there. You got to drive your truck for the first time. I'll stand here and get whipped by the winch.
They were in front of this truck. So when we were in high school, Trent, I can't remember the exact story, but for some reason this truck needed to be moved. Trent lost his keys or something, and I was helping to move the truck, and I just thought, well, I'm just going to try and see if my key to my truck will start his truck, and it did. So I have a key that I've saved for all these years in a can at home that will start this truck.
You've saved your key. That's awesome. Now you get to use it again. I think he's excited. It's good. It's fun. That way. That's steering. Those tires are still holding there. Look at that window roll down.
I hope it goes faster than this someday.
It will. Go down the highway on the trailer. Come back my way. This way. Yep. Perfect. Wherever you want it. It's plenty on, so whenever.
Right there.
Yep.
Okay,
Hey, hold on,
emergency
hold on.
brake.
We gotta take a picture of this moment.
All right.
Yeah. Jim in his almost exact high school truck.
Might be closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Find out what motor's really in it.
The truck that always got away. Look at that door open.
Door, little squeaky. Window works. We're going. We should have just brought a gas can and a battery and drove home.
I know. But if we would have wanted that, it would have gone bad. So we're just happy with what it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And no, we're not going to treat this like Malfunction Junction vehicles. This is Jim's Rafter Ranch vehicle that's not going to be four-wheel drive or jumped.
Right, we're not jumping it.
Maybe drag race someday just for fun.
Yeah, we could drag race it. Just getting it driving will be fun. Just the nostalgia. I want to keep it original as possible. If this is like the original motor, that would be cool to keep that in there.
We are loaded up. So you have to check out Jim's channel, Rafter Ranch Adventures, to see what he does with it. I will give you updates and stuff and all the details he's going to go through. So I'm excited. He's super excited, so it makes me excited because this is fun. He's picking out his old high school truck. He'll be driving it this week. Might not have brakes, but he'll be driving it this week.
I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you. You did 14 times and thank you. Now I don't know what I'm going to look at. Now that I have to work a balance rock. Yeah. After I clean up my show. We have a 66 Chev loaded on the trailer, headed home, and I have a title. A few less dollars in my pocket, but a big smile on my face.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's Jim's truck now.
Done deal. And I'm actually really excited that it's in better shape than I thought.
Way better.
What I looked at just really fast the other day, I was impressed, but I didn't look at it real deep. And after we got it on the trailer and started looking it over, I'm happy. I mean, there's a lot of things that are in a lot better shape than I expected. So
Yeah, it's in good shape.
yeah. So what's our next step? What are we gonna do? We
You gotta fire it up.
get it running. That's our next step.
That's what I said in the video earlier. I said, oh, that's Ty's old truck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's cool.
that's Ty's old
School.
Ty's old rock crawler going by us. Ty, you should have never traded that truck away. But anyway,
yeah.
what I was saying in the video before, I said it's gonna be running this week. It might not have brakes, but Jim's gonna have it running, possibly moving under its own power. It doesn't need much.
That would be cool. Yeah. I mean, looking at it, just like clean out the fuel tank, get some fuel to it, throw a battery in it, see what happens when you turn the key.
It might work.
Oh, spark plugs.
Yeah, you gotta put the spark plugs in after you turn it over a few times.
Right after, yeah. Probably maybe spray some stuff in the cylinders first.
More stuff, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So Jim's gonna go to the C10 show in Moab this weekend too and get a lot of motivation.
Yes. Yeah, if you learn, I'll probably ask a few questions.
If we were really cool YouTubers, we would have got it running there and driven it to the C10 show as is.
Oh, wouldn't that'd be a fun video?
Shoot, what are we doing this week?
That would be interesting. We drive it to Moab on Saturday.
Yeah. It's like, I picked this up on Monday.
Yeah, picked it up on Monday. It's been sitting for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Or 30 years, whatever it's been.
Sorry, Jess, the bathroom's not getting done this week.
You better keep her out.
We joke about this, but it's serious thoughts.